Welcome back to Living in the Heart of Virginia. Generation Solutions, an organization, company that's been on the show before, talking about care for senior citizens, and maybe not necessarily senior citizens. Joining us to have a conversation about that right now is Tulane Patterson, who is opposite of me here. Also we have, and I'm looking at my cheat sheets here, Sandy, well, you wore a name tag. I'll just read your name tag. Sandy Crawford is a scheduler, coordinating scheduler, coordinator, okay? And Beverly Kraft. And you are in charge of?
I'm the director of the Personal Care Division.
Okay. I want to thank all of you for coming in. It's good to see you. Tulane, good to see you again.
Thank you.
I said there a couple minutes ago that Generation Solutions, primarily targeted to senior citizens, but I would suspect that you have instances where anyone who is infirm, I mean, you can have a 45-year-old that's had a stroke or something like that that keeps them homebound.
Our mission is to help seniors stay at home because there are more seniors out there who need assistance. But we, from time to time, get people with ALS or different conditions, be it disease or workers' comp type situations where we provide the assistance to help them stay at home. Absolutely.
So if someone has, maybe they're on a 6-month leave with workman's comp after an injury or something like that, Generation Solutions may be ideal.
Absolutely.
For some
we do a lot of that,
assistance. As we look to the future, the numbers that we see all the time, of course, our society is aging. In fact, I guess they're saying we'll have more people over the age of 55, 65 than ever before.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing the demographic change over the next 20 years.
So I would guess that as you plan for the future, which of course what Generation Solutions is always thinking about, you are looking for, need, and rely upon ideal people, caring people to be a part of your team.
Yeah, and in the future, as society looks at 70 million seniors over the next 10 years, which is a huge number, we're going to be needing some of those seniors to help care for seniors.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask Beverly a question here, and I just made myself a couple little notes here. You've got, of course, a lot of employees that go out into the homes. That's what Generation Solutions is all about. How many folks do you have out there serving clients?
Over 150.
Wow.
And they're companions, home health aides, and licensed nurses.
Let's break that up into 3 parts there. What does a companion do?
The companion does the duties that do not encompass hands-on care. They primarily fix meals, they transport them to appointments, they do laundry, light housekeeping, and medication reminders.
And the next one was home health?
Home health aides.
Okay, and what would they do?
They do everything that the companion can do in addition to personal care such as bathing, dressing, toileting, and assistance with mobility.
And there would be different set of training and skills,
yes.
I presume, for that?
Yes, the home health aides have to go through a training process that Generation Solutions requires them to have 120 hours of training.
Okay, and then you have the nurses.
Yes, the nurses are licensed and registered with the state board, and they may do anything from medication management to filling pill dispensers, care managing as far as ordering their medications, giving injections, tube feedings, anything that they may need.
So you basically have it all covered for the different levels of care to meet your clients' needs. Now, Sandy, you got over 150 people running around out there, and I'm sure 2, 3, 4, 5 times that amount as far as your clients go. How do you manage all of that?
Well, we have a state-of-the-art computerized system which we track every caregiver and every client and who's where, when, and how they get there and what time they get there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is it time specific? Say, for example, you have a client that needs assistance in taking a medication. That client needs to take that medication every day at 3 o'clock or between 3 and 5. I mean, does it get that kind of minutia, that kind of detail?
At times it does. Most times when we know that there are specific times that a client needs to take their medication, we have a caregiver in the home at that time so that they can remind them. What our state-of-the-art system does is we make sure that our caregivers are where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be, and if they're not there, we know it.
Yeah. And this obviously is, I mean, you're going out there and making sure that somebody is healthy, safe. I mean, because that encompasses all of this, because you have, even if it's just an aide or a nurse or whoever, they go in and they see somebody's fallen or whatever, you need to know, and they need to know, your clients, that there's going to be somebody coming at a specific time, specific day.
Exactly. Yeah. They go into the home, they're scheduled to go from a set time to a set time, and we know when they're there and when they're not.
Tulane, what is the, I mean, I've gotten the opportunity to know you over the last couple of months you've been on the show, and I think I can assess, have a pretty good idea as to why you do Generation Solutions, why you're involved in Generation Solutions. But go ahead and share that with us.
Well, you know, as a society and as people, we have a responsibility to care for each other. Yeah. And so many seniors are out there, their families live other places, and there's nobody there to be with them. And we want to make sure that not only do we have somebody there, but that they really do care about them. That's a big part of who we are, is not only the physical needs, but just the emotion. You know, some of our clients have no one to give them a hug.
Yeah.
And just to tell them that they're loved and cared for. And you know, that's a responsibility we all have. As God's people, you know, we need to care for each other.
And I've seen some of your staff on location, and those sentiments, they're not an affectation. I mean, they do express real feelings of love and caring for your clientele. I want to thank all of you, Sandy, Beverly, Tulane, for coming in. Certainly appreciate it. Let me give you some information where you can learn more about Generation Solutions, and something I know I'm interested in because of my elderly parents and in-laws. Maybe you will be as well for your family. Lynchburg 455-6500, Roanoke 776-3622. You can visit them online, generationsolutions.net. That information at our blog, WSET.com. We'll be right back.